Good.
Hey guys, you need to be on a court,
You know
dude.
what?
For real.
You're just
hey
not
guys, and
Hey.
welcome to the
Can't Get Right Couple.
We're coming to you with the couple's tip of the day. Learn to love your spouse or significant other, even if you don't want to or you don't like it.
Okay, I don't feel like loving you today.
Okay, bye.
Bye, boo boo.
Yeah. Because first you gotta love yourself.
Yeah, you gotta.
Once you love yourself, you don't even care if nobody loves you or not. You know what I'm saying?
But
Sorry, I had to throw that in.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I just to kind of talk about what she just put out. It to me, when you feel like you don't love someone, you just feel like you just don't want to love them. If it's something over something maybe really really serious, I get it. But if it's something over, they didn't pick up the clothes or they don't help around the house.
But remember, that chore thing, sometimes if you're not doing it at all, and
it makes a big difference.
And you are doing everything, and all that person is doing is coming in and messing up everything for you,
and they don't
respect it. They're not cleaning up behind themselves or doing anything to help you out, period. That will get old, and you will lose distrust in that person. You will lose respect for that person. Yeah. So, and when that in that aspect, but to get to that point of not loving that person, that's got to be a long time coming. Yeah. Like that's something that has to be like from back in the day. Like you knew that was what that person was doing before y'all got together, and then you just thought it was cute at first, and you thought you pick up everything until you started having kids and life really hit you in your face. And now you're taking on a responsibility as head of the household when you have a significant other living in there too, and they're doing absolutely nothing.
It's not
that goes for both sides, not just wifey or just bae, hubby. That goes for both sides. Both. So, and then another thing with that is sometimes you just don't want to be around people. Sometimes you just don't. It's not that you don't love them. You do love them, but sometimes you just don't like them for a couple hours. You know, just like the comedian said, you got to breathe on every breath right now. Yeah. Like, can you go outside for a few minutes? Yo, can you get some friends and go out? Let me just be by myself for just a few minutes.
I think she's speaking to me. It might not look like it, but I think she's speaking to me. So I
don't really want to say anything.
I'm taking a hint of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride with that.
Why is it focused? Why is it doing
the
that?
focus is just so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it's so bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so white. In the wintertime, fall, winter, I get pale white.
Well, maybe I can light up too.
Shut up.
But you got to really look at the whole relationship as a whole, and you got to say, is it really worth not loving them anymore? Is this something that we can really work on together to try to get this issue fixed? Before you just say, okay, I just don't feel like loving you anymore. It's over. You know, I think love, and it's just my opinion, love is a choice. And either you choose to love someone or you choose not to love them. And
I thought you was really using this kind of as a joke. Because I feel like when somebody...
Who, me? Using this as a joke?
Yeah, like what I just said. Like, you... just don't feel like loving them like for a couple hours. You're really like you dug kind of a little deeper than I thought you was going to go with the situation.
But it all falls in. It all falls in to the same. I mean, it's to me it's different levels. You know what I'm saying? It may just be for a couple of hours that you don't. You know what I'm saying? But it could be where I just don't love you anymore.
And to that And to that extent, when you already say you don't love somebody, whether you love them unconditionally or you're not in love with them, that is a whole nother subject in itself.
Oh, you know what? I agree with you.
So I think,
because I agree with everything you say.
Even though they're the same, they're not. They're completely different. Because when you say I love you, but I just right now I don't love you, and it could be just not you, but the things that you are or not doing that you need to fix. And that goes back to the communication part. That goes back to reevaluating yourself and your situation So all of that stuff plays in a part in what is what happens with that particular subject.
When you feel
And
like
to let you
don't
guys
want-
know, I don't know if y'all really hear when me and him talk. When we post this stuff, we talk about it like very, very vague and like open-ended. We do not really sit all day and talk about what we're going to talk about. We want this to be as raw as possible. We want y'all to see our reactions because, like, I don't agree with him a lot of the times when he think I should. And why should I? I'm my own individual person. Even though I'm married to you, that don't mean I like you.
She
all
likes
the time.
his muscles. Don't do that no more. I get it.
Yeah. So
Please
yeah,
don't.
we just want y'all to understand that me and him, we talk about like the topics, but we do not talk about the situation in depth. We leave that for the camera so you guys can see us raw and uncut. And that's what we absolutely love about our videos. There's like absolutely no editing. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, that's what you get, boo.
Yep.
I thought that closet was open.
We're not that professional with the videos. We
Yeah,
just
and
like to
you
come
know
on
what?
and
To tell
just-
you the truth, I like it uncut and it's not censored because we're not doing cursing. But I love that it's uncut and raw because y'all can see it. It's not staged. It's not. Oh well, let me do this so I can. If we look good for the camera, we look good for the camera. Sometimes we do, and most of the time we don't.
I think basically what she's really trying to say is
I got off subject, y'all. Sorry, but
I think really what she's trying to say is us when she get to this point is that when we turn on the camera, you see who we are. When we turn off the camera,
That's who we are.
We turn around and walk away, and it's the same people that we are. So, and we just have to just come and just give our thoughts of what we've experienced over the 20 years, especially when it comes to the love issue and so many different. Don't do that. It hurts. Like, why do you do that for?
it was just sticking out at me,
What
and
the-
I just saw it, and I
Anyway, just
that's okay. I'm gonna get
just look deep within you and just
And like we said, the communication and reevaluation, those are the two main keys. Keys and what's another word? Key in your relationship. If you having any problems,
Tip.
communication. Tip,
tip.
whatever. But those communication and reevaluation, because
Absolutely.
you may think it's that person, but they may think it's you. So if y'all get two mirrors or go in your double sink in your bathroom and really look in the mirror and say, what is wrong with you?
When you look in the mirror, you should see one image, and that's you guys together as one. That's how
Sometimes
you
you
should
need to
see
be
it.
in there by yourself talking to the third person. Like, yo,
But
what's
that's
wrong with
okay
you?
because you gotta have that. You gotta have that really, really true self-reflection of yourself. Sometimes
Meditation. I don't know how to meditate. I can't sit long enough to meditate. I can't even sit long enough sometimes for these videos. That's why y'all see me twerking and carrying on.
Well, don't then, dude.
It's hard.
I don't know. We get a ball in your hand or something.
Well,
You know what I'm
anyway, we
saying?
hope that
So-
you got something out of this video. And thank you for tuning in to the Can't Get Right Couple. Peace, and we'll see you next time.